Former rocker is taken to hell. Testimony of Mark Thompson from the city of Montreal, Canada. I was a rocker and really liked the rock music genre. My room was decorated with posters of plastic skulls and skeletons. My t-shirts were monsters and I watched a lot of horror films. My life was disturbed. I saw figures around the house and felt insomnia. I was always scared of these spirits. My house was decorated with monster dolls. One of the plastic skeletons became possessed and started walking and talking to me. The plastic dolls flew in front of me. Objects were also flying, leaving me scared and scared. My parents live in the house next door. I was alone watching that natural phenomenon. The lights went off and on and then black smoke invaded my room. The next day I went to the Catholic church and prayed. I knelt next to a saint asking for protection. I heard the saint laugh. I got scared and left that church. I was upset and told my parents everything that happened. At night I heard someone calling me in the backyard of my house. I went to see what it was. I saw a hideous creature in front of me. This demon had big eyes and looked like an alien. I just remember that a force pulled me at high speed. I was transported to another place, full of trees without any houses. That monster transported me to that place. I had no idea what this place was. I was looking for my house, stopping people on the street. I spent the whole night hungry and without money asking for information about my address. Until I found my house in the morning. My parents didn't believe what I said. That ET-like demon kidnapped me and left me in a place full of trees. People who say they were kidnapped by the ETs, they are mocked. I speak to everyone who listens to me. Some people who say these things tell the truth. The problem is that they think these creatures are from other planets. Aliens are a class of demons who spread deception on Earth. They appear to people to strengthen the ufologist doctrine about the existence of life on other planets. And when someone goes through the experience I went through, but has no spiritual discernment, they say that aliens are invading the Earth, making people believe these stories. People say they were abducted, but that's not the term. They were transported to another place like I was. Satan, when he appeared to Jesus in the desert, he transported him to the city, then took him to a very high mountain. This is not abduction. The demons at these end times are bolder and appearing to people. I was transported to another neighborhood far from home and could be taken to another country. I believe that God did not allow them to take me to a further place. My parents noticed that I was upset and called the pastor to say a prayer for me. I wanted to be free from all the disturbance. Before my release, the demons used my dog to talk to me and possessed the dolls as decorations. Even the plates and glasses moved. I was an 18-year-old who watched alien movies and cartoons too. I had alien magazines. Everything I had was creating life. The pastor arrived at my house and I begged him to release me. I couldn't take this troubled life any longer. The spirit of suicide was inducing me to kill myself to end that suffering. The pastor prayed for me and my body couldn't resist and fell. He rebuked that legion that was in my body. When he cast out that evil spirit, he left my body and took my soul with him. This demon took me to hell, while my body lay lifeless on the floor. I was dead, but my soul remained in hell. Tears came out of my eyes because of the pain and suffering in that place. The pastor was surprised seeing my dead body crying. He said, "His soul is not in a good place, that's why he cries." I was in hell together with that demon who took me. He looked at me and laughed, saying, "I lived in you many years ago. Today you have the opportunity to see me in person. I'm going to introduce you to Satan." The devil took me to a black throne. As I approached Satan, I began to feel cold and a great fear invaded my soul. He looked at me and said, "There on earth he heard my songs that were consecrated to me. All the posters of monsters that are in his room, they are pictures of my demons." I was terrified and urinated in fear. When I was close to him, my skin started to melt and fall to the ground because of the high negativity in his body. Satan said, "My demons cannot be seen on earth and the only way they are known is through television, like in horror movies and monster cartoons." Satan said his demons instructed Satanists to make films and drawings of their faces. At it I saw childish demons like Donald Duck, Fraudula, Longleg and Woodpecker. I saw the demons Huck, Batman, Spider-Man and Superman. I saw movie demons like Freddy Krueger and Jason. It wasn't the writers who invented these movie characters. Before they went on television, they already existed. Only demons inspired writers to create their images in cinema. I saw Freddy Krueger's claws in hell. Demons used it to tear souls apart. I saw a demon with a big black stripe with the names of famous preachers. I saw the name Mike Murdock, Pat Robertson and Jimmy Swaggart. They do not live what they preach and are in sin. Of those I mentioned, 2 of them preach prosperity to finance their evangelical enterprise. These well-known Christians are doomed when they die if they do not repent. The devil brought a list of churches that are theirs. They say they work within them with deception. It shocked me so much that it made it very difficult for me to choose a serious church to join. The demon also had a short list. On this list I saw some names of unknown people. Names of Christians who have no fame. But by living a holy life they offered danger to the work of demons. I also saw a list of names of churches that bear the mark of Jesus. Names of denominations that pose danger. They held meetings to divide and destroy these churches. I can say that there are few holy churches to gather in the world. Most denominations are fallen. I walked through hell and saw crowds of Christians. I saw a missionary there because she had relations with her husband thinking about her pastor. She is there because of the adultery of her thoughts. She prostituted herself through her heart's desires. Many Christians are in hell because of their malicious minds. I saw a pastor in hell for having sex with his wife thinking about pornographic actresses. This was the only way he found to satisfy his desires with his wife. I saw a reverend from the Presbyterian Church in hell. He is there to make his wife a prostitute in the sexual act. He watched pornographic films and did the same thing with his wife. I thought I was alone in hell, but above me there was a small white light that guided me through the darkness. Without the illumination of that light, I couldn't walk through that darkness on my own. I arrived at a place in hell, where I saw an army of demons. For the first time a voice told me, these are alien demons. And those armies of demons ascended the earth. I wanted to know what the true objectives of those creatures were. A voice said, these are the demons of technology and science. The famous aliens that I saw in many films and cartoons were gathered there. They had big brains because they were intelligent and architects of evil. I have seen devils in various forms such as ants, flies, cockroaches, spiders and other classes of insects. They were hybrid creatures that were part man and part insect. They are very intelligent and climb onto land. The voice told me, these demons have modified the earth through their technological inventions. They have transformed forests into cities, changing nature and the entire planet that God created into human arts. These demons are responsible for activating the intelligence of many men. They have taught men their evil engineering, such as the manufacture of weapons and bombs. Look at how much technology has advanced. These extraterrestrial demons are working for this. They are computer geniuses and have worked towards technological advancement to modernize machines. It's not just computers, but all types of machines. Another class of intelligent demons I've seen are in the form of robots. These demons were the first inventors of the first machines. Satan is jealous of God who created everything out of nothing. I also saw demons in the form of iron skeletons. He had the idea of creating things similar to God's creation. He cannot create something out of nothing and use the raw materials already created to recreate something different. God created fish and Satan, imitating God, created canoes in the shape of fish. Then he created ships and submarines that are located at the bottom of the sea that imitate the fish that are at the bottom of the sea. God created the animals of the earth and man. Satan created cars to imitate God. Cars look like animals and have 2 headlights that are eyes. The right and left doors are the arms of the car. The front hood is the head and the rear of the car is the buttocks. The car's wheels function as arms and legs. Just as human beings need food to obtain energy to carry out their physical activities. Cars also need fuel to run, which works as energy. God created birds that fly across the sky. And Satan created the airplane that flies and has beaks and wings. God created the serpent that crawls around. The devil created the subway and the train that is fulfilled looking like a snake. The subway crawls along the tracks like snakes. Some domestic robots are being created in Japan with their human form. Demons have been working on technologies to be gods. For those who watched the Terminator movie, they saw the world being invaded by machines from other planets or dimensions. What happens today is the world being invaded by the technology that are robots from several films, these are considered aliens. Cinema and its Satanist screenwriters and writers are obsessed with extraterrestrials. They have filmed many films about aliens like Thor and Superman who are from other planets. The reality is that aliens are inside our planet who are all intelligent technologies produced by genius demons. The television and the cell phone and a talking robot. Old televisions had Athena looking like an alien. In hell I saw the demons that have Athena in their heads. They managed to transmit infernal powers to the minds of scientists. I saw the thumb demon, he had Athena and had a red color. This Athena sent energy from hell to earth. This demon also makes pacts for people to become famous on television. That's why he has Athens in his head and television does too. What was revealed to me is that this demon is from technology and offers fame to everyone who wants to get into television. And he was the one who made a pact with Roberto Bolaño and put him on Mexican television. Roberto sold his soul to this demon and managed to become famous and rich. He made the Chapalim series in honor of this demon that gave him fame and money. Some episodes of the series Chapalim have scenes of travel to other planets in honor of this demon that is part of the alien demons. Roberto always included supernatural and dark scenes in the Chapalim series. I saw an old television in the hell that is Athens. Everyone on earth who had these televisions was connected to hell. I saw when Athena that I saw in hell came out of negative energy. This energy rose to the earth and connected all the televisions in Athens. Today, the Athens that receive this energy are modern. Satellites also receive this energy from hell. All the technology on Earth is alien because they are talking robots that look like they are alive. The computer has a memory that stores everything imitating the human brain. The word alien came from the word alienation. To alienate is to dominate the mind and take control of the brain, leaving people hypnotized. Satanists invented the term alien from the word alienar. Technology dominates people, leaving people addicted to cell phones, games, television, computers and social networks. All of these are alien instruments that roboticize people, leaving them with a hypnotized look. Society are human robots. Science and technology are being used to do evil. When Adam and Eve chose to eat the fruit of the knowledge of good as evil, automatically the demons took control of science and technology. Adam and Eve brought the alien demons with all their intelligence to dominate the world, from the day they ate the fruit of the science of evil. That white light that guided me in hell turned into an angel and took me out of that place of darkness, despair and loneliness. My soul was back. My parents and the pastor were already worried about me, thinking that I wouldn't come back. I had been crying out for my soul for an hour and nothing happened. My parents were tired of waiting and gave up crying out to God. They were already preparing to call for medical help. When they lost hope, I was breathing and scared. I spoke about my experience in hell to the pastor and my parents. That day was remarkable. My parents and I converted and started attending this pastor's church. I cleaned my house of all abominations and burned the rock posters and broke music CDs together with movie DVDs. I threw my monster shirts and rock leather jacket in the trash. I asked my dear pastor to share this testimony with as many people as possible. May God's peace and liberation be upon all listeners, Amen.